everybody, I'm Kim Maselli, and I put together this video about plein air tools based off a meeting that we had a couple weeks ago at Jerry's Artorama, where everybody came and they brought their favorite tools and talked to us about what to buy, what not to buy, what's good, what's bad, and we thought it was great information to share. So I put together this video. Forgive me if it's a little rough. It was just from my phone, and but still it's packed with great information, and I hope you find it useful. And let's begin.
First up is Lori White with the Edge Pro paint book.
It's Edge Pro, E-D-G-E-P-R-O. And it's
E-D-G-E-P-R-O.
Yeah, and they're online, and they're relatively new. And how it works is you put your panel up here, and it's all magnetized. So these things stick on here with magnets, and so you just put your panel in here and squish these into the sides, and it holds it pretty tight. See these things, there are magnets right here, and these are magnets. So, and there are little bendy things here on these that grip the canvas, that grip the panel. And it's really a stable thing. It's heavy, so that's the disadvantage. If you're going to walk any distance with your stuff, it's heavy. So I don't use this if I'm going to be moving too far away from the car. And it's got the tripod quick release thing on the bottom, and it's got this tempered glass plate for mixing, and it's easy to clean with a razor blade and take out. So I've been really pleased with it.
The Manfrotto tripods were popular with many of the members.
Different models have different heights. So if you're a tall person, you need to make sure that you get one that's a comfortable height for you to work with. You also need to check the weight capacity. Because if you have a fairly heavy setup and you put it on an easel that's not a tripod that's not designed to hold that much weight, then it's not going to be nearly as stable.
I agree.
Brenda Baer demonstrates the art box and panel.
I have two sizes. I have the larger one, which is in the car, which I'm going to use today at do gardens. And then I've got this one I got for travel, and I took it to Europe last year. So I brought this primarily because it's smaller than what I use for car painting when I travel. But it was great in Europe, and he's got at least 3 different sizes. He's got one that's smaller than this. So what I love about the one in the car is the same size as a Stay Wet palette. And I flip the glass out and put it in. When I get home, I put it into the Stay Wet palette. It's like having a Tupperware container. I snap on the lid, put it in the refrigerator, and it keeps my paint moist for days.
And Brenda, could I make a comment? We've got all different heights. I'm 5'1". I had the large one. I could not get close enough. Brenda and I were painting together, and I realized I need to go back and get the medium. So if you are 5'2" or somewhere around that, you probably would be more comfortable with the medium.
This also comes in 2 heights. This is the smaller one. I think it's just 2 heights. So this thing fits onto your tripod. And what I love about it is I can put it up so that my panel is like eye level, and I don't have to bend over. By the way, if you don't have an umbrella, Bestbrella is truly the best.
The Easel umbrella was also a popular item.
What's it called, Lucy?
And I haven't used it much, but I thought it was cute. So that's on Etsy, Granny Smith. And she includes, I forgot, I think she may throw an apple in there when she ships.
Brenda also talked about the Carol Marine panel holder for painting small panels. Then Flora Pinkham explains how she creates her own panels.
Panels. This is one that I made. It's gator board or gator foam. I actually get it from a printing supply company that's up by the airport, and it is very heavy. It will not warp like foam core will. Foam core warps badly. It also dents. This does not dent. It does not warp. I'm sure if you get to some huge size, it starts to warp a little bit, but for my sizes up to at least 12 by 16, it doesn't work. And I cut it with a, not an X-Acto, a utility knife and a straight edge. And I love it. I love being able to cut down my panels myself. If I go out in the field and I want to do a square, I'll just not paint that side and cut it off later. It's kind of great. When I don't have time to bring all my stuff out or I don't have room, I got gouache, but it's actually dry pans of gouache instead of the tubes. And I like it opaque because it acts more like oil, which I'm used to, so you paint from dark to light as opposed to watercolor, which you paint from light to dark. And so I have this, and I have my Canson mixed media, so you can use water media or do sketches. And it doesn't wrinkle the way, a poor quality paper will when you get it wet. So I just did little sketches in it. I did this in the car while it was raining in the front seat. This is the 11 by 14. I bought it 6 years ago, so I think it's probably changed a little bit. I know they've changed some of the ways that this attaches. Raise and lower that and tighten it down. And then this also raises and lowers, and there's a little locking mechanism in the back. So you just put it on after you screwed that down. This has little grabbers. And then I lock it, and there you go.
Jane Lamb brought in the Sun Eden Plein Air package, which is great for watercolors. The Soltec easel is an all-in-one tripod and pochade box and has been a favorite of plein air artists for many years. Betsy Duncan explains some of her favorite watercolor tools.
There are bigger ones as well, and this guy Craig Young makes them in England, and they're just so fabulous and wonderful and gorgeous. And you can put so much paint in there. You could put every color into the rainbow, and then you pull it out to clean it, and I've got like my color list under there. But it's really kind of neat because it's so compact and portable, and so well made, and so very expensive. It's got a little thumb holder, so I can just stand and paint and do whatever. It weighs nothing. It's like, of course, the problem is I'm painting and holding it like this and it's dripping down my body. But it's just a wonderful, wonderful little. You can really adjust it. It's kind of has a large profile when you're walking around, but you can make the legs go under. So that you can have it more flat, you can have it straight, and it's so portable and easy. And as I said, I've had it for so many years, and it's got these little plastic screws. Nothing's ever broken on it. It doesn't blow over easily. You just put a board here and, your watercolor.
Linda Walreed demonstrates her open box M setup.
And I've had these for several years. And this is the open box M, and this size is 8 by 10, and you can hold your panels or canvas, and it has these adjustable screws where if you wanted 5 by 7, 6 by 6, you could just move them and then tighten it up. And I use the plexiglass. I have it cut at Ace Hardware. And then I take construction board paper, whatever you want to call it. I get it at Jerry's and I cut it. And it's pretty much a medium gray of value.
Jane Lamb shows us her favorite wet panel carrier.
Do canvases or panels. You don't have to stick with panels. And the good thing about these is 3 of them were like $20.
And these are other wet panel carriers that you might find useful.
The last item that I demonstrated at the meeting is my backpack that I've used this year. I was telling everybody I went through about 4 backpacks this year. I got them all at REI because REI is great about returning, and they told me to go out and test it. If you don't like it, bring it back and try another one. So this is awesome. I use the Coulter easel, and it fits in here great, and these things are kind of bulky, which was the problem, trying a lot of different easels. And this fits top to bottom. That's the canvas carrier that Brenda mentioned earlier. Another nice thing is the tripod goes right on the side, and it has these great clips. I have room for my paint carrier and everything else, and it's called an Osprey, and it's light, and it also holds a panel. And many of the backpacks were really bulky and just too heavy for me to carry, so like I said, this ended up to be my favorite, and it works out great. Another item I'd like to show you is the art comber kit, and this is great because it opens up and you can fit a ton of things in here. Notice I have a couple of, there's the Raymar carrier, I can fit the easel, you can throw everything in this, it's just a big empty bag. The beauty of this is two things, let me just close that. Notice these big wheels, so if you're going through fields or on beaches, these wheels they'll go over knobby trees, anything, they're great. And you can lug this thing anywhere, and I have, this is about 6 years old. And the other thing this is great for, let me open this up, is for workshops. So if you're going locally to a workshop, and you know you're going to sit and you're going to watch the teacher present and do their demo, you have a ready-made seat. So I can't tell you how many times I've used this, and it's really convenient. And you can get it at Jerry's, and this is actually my second one. My first one had a problem with one of the wheels, and they returned it right away. So this is really a great item to have. Again, it's only good for local use, and that's because notice how big it is. It's just too big to carry on, to fit in a suitcase, and it's not worth it. That's when you would use your backpack. And that's it. So thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video.